ready to work with our camera, but there are a couple of things I want to make sure you understand before you start working with it. And the first is, right here is your on-off switch. So you're going to turn that on and make sure it's turned off, obviously, when we're done using the camera, okay? Here is your dial. This helps you decide like what action you are wanting to do with your camera. But we're not going to worry about all of that because we are going to put our camera on auto. Auto means that the camera is going to be able to help you focus without having to manually do it on your own. Back here you have a screen, okay? And this screen shows what you just took a photo of. However, you can, instead of looking out of this view finder, you can switch it so that you are taking photos out of the screen. And you can do that by pressing that button. Now all of a sudden you can look through this screen instead of through your viewfinder to take photos. This button right here is what you're going to push when you want to take a photo. However, you are going to need to focus it first. So what you would do is, I'm going to switch this back to this, okay? Because I want to look through here. And I am going to use this button to push down halfway to focus. Okay. Here, if I want to see my photo, you have the play button and it's going to come up on here. Now say you don't like the photo that you just took. Right up here is the trash button. You only want to push this button if you're wanting to delete a photo. So I'm going to select that. This is going to be the forward button, the select, and this middle button right here is what I'm going to push to erase. Okay. All right, so now that we know the buttons that we want to use, let's make sure we are not touching any other buttons. One of the things that I saw were kids were pushing this one button, AF to MF, and what that does is that removes this automatic focus and requires you to use this. However, when you push down on here, it's not going to focus for you, okay, because you have removed that. So make sure you are keeping it on automatic focus and not manual focus.